Hello and welcome back to Fallout 4, where we continue our adventures after the battle for the Bunker Hill, where Institute wanted to recover a number of synths, but something went terribly wrong, and unbeknownst to us, Institute forces got crammed between the Railroad and the Brotherhood of Steel forces.
Remember, health and happiness go hand in hand.
So things got really nasty real fast. Nothing we could have possibly done there.
Scanning. Subject identified.
Sup?
Good, we're all here. I think it's time we begin.
Sir, excuse me, but what exactly is he doing here?
I will address that issue. But there are other subjects that require our attention first. The level of unrest in the Commonwealth continues to rise, as we're all aware. Your report.
All Institute facilities remain completely secure with the exception of one notable breach. Otherwise, internally things are as tight as they've ever been. Dr. Ao has been keeping an eye on things topside.
Yes, Watchers show no additional threats beyond those previously identified. We're still monitoring the increased activity around Fort Independence, but there are no immediate signs we should be concerned. Boston International Airport remains occupied, with Brotherhood presence noted at several other points throughout the Commonwealth. Intelligence suggests that this railroad continues to operate and is becoming more ambitious. SRB agents are monitoring all known situations, sir.
Very good, thank you. It's clear that our safety needs to be the primary concern going forward. To that end, where are we on Phase 3?
Sir, are you sure this is the time to be discussing it? Given, well, considering all parties present?
Ah, yes, that's true. Have you heard anything about Phase 3?
What's Phase 3?
It's very important to us. Power is, as I'm sure you've seen above ground, a very valuable commodity. I'm not talking about some abstract concept of control. I mean real, tangible power. The kind that keeps the lights on. With every advance the Institute makes, our need for raw power increases. Many compromises and sacrifices have been made over the years to allow progress to continue.
What kind of compromises?
We have at times had to rely on drawing power from above-ground installations. It risks personnel and equipment, but no longer. Phase 3 is simply the activation of a nuclear reactor that can provide enough power to the Institute now and forever. It will ensure not just our survival, but our prosperity.
Can you tell me more about this reactor?
Certainly. It was originally built for the Commonwealth Institute of Technology before the war, but was only for testing. Over the years, we've advanced the technology, made a great many improvements, and are finally nearly ready to activate it. The reactor is close to ready, but recent tests have determined we have a few tasks ahead of us. Thus, we come to Phase 3, and to how you will help.
Sir.
Yes, Dr. Ao. Previously, we would rely on Kellogg for above-ground operations, yes? Well, he is gone. While I'm not overly fond of putting my own father in harm's way, he has proven more than capable of handling himself.
Yes, but...
This is not a matter for debate. Now, there is one more subject that requires discussion.
I don't know that this is the time.
Dr. Holdren, it is time. Please. As I'm sure several of you are already aware, I have been under Dr. Volkert's care for some time. I'm sorry, this is difficult for me. Our best efforts have failed. Every experimental treatment we could devise has been unsuccessful. I'm sorry to say I am dying.
What? Can't be serious.
Everyone, please. I am sorry. This is not how I wanted to tell you, but we're running out of time.
You're dying?
I'm afraid so. A very aggressive form of cancer.
Oh, that's ironical.
Believe me when I say we've done everything we can. We can talk more later. Right now, the future of the Institute is at stake. The Institute cannot survive without leadership. The Directorate must continue to govern with the best interest of all in mind. To that end, I am naming my father as my successor.
Oh, boy.
You can't be serious!
Really?
Seems a poor choice.
How can
Huh.
you possibly justify this? He isn't one of us. He isn't even a scientist.
Ignoring your borderline, insubordinate tone, I will simply say this. The Institute has enough scientists. What it needs is a leader. I believe my father has already proven himself more than capable in that regard. This will conclude this meeting. Thank you.
Oh my.
Unit B592 is undergoing the reclamation process as we speak. Before long, he'll be back in the workforce.
Well, okay, cool.
I'm glad you could be here to share this with me.
I had no idea.
I know this is... well, it's a lot to take in at once. I'm sorry, Father. I hope it wasn't too presumptuous of me to put you in charge without even asking first.
Well, it was pretty presumptuous.
What would it mean to be in charge?
Most divisions of the Institute are fairly autonomous, perfectly capable of functioning without intervention. Where those divisions interact, however, problems can arise. You'd lead the Directorate in setting policy, resolving disputes, and the like. There's no question that some of the Directorate, and the Institute at large, will need reassurances about your appointment. That's why I'd like you to take charge of this latest operation. Dr. Fillmore can fill you in on the details. There are hard decisions ahead, for all of us. But for you especially. I know that you'll do the right thing.
Okay. Amazing.
Busy day for you, isn't it? Well, it's about to get busier. You're going to lead this operation, I'm told.
I need some details here. I have no idea what I'm getting into.
Of course, that's why we're talking. Otherwise, you'd be up top already. Recent events have upset our timetable. Getting the reactor online has become our #1 priority. It needs to be running, well, yesterday. We're going to have to cut some corners. I'm not thrilled, but it means we'll need to rely on some pre-war tech. You're going to the mass fusion building to acquire a Berillium Agitator for us.
Okay.
What's a Berillium Agitator?
The details would be lost on you. No offense. The point is, it'll allow us to boost the reactor's power and get it running sooner than planned. You just keep me safe. I'll worry about the agitator.
You're going? That complicates things.
Not really, no. I admit I'm not fond of going up top, but I promise to stay out of your way. This device we're after? It's very sensitive equipment, and it's pretty damn old. It's not that I don't trust you. It's just that I trust myself more. So,
Sure.
are you gonna put up a stink, or can we get moving?
Sounds good. I'd appreciate the company.
Not as much as I'd appreciate coming back in one piece. I don't like going above ground unless there's no other option. But here we are, with our options dwindling quickly. Not to put more pressure on you, but we have to move quickly on this. Word is that the Brotherhood is nosing around the area. We don't want them getting the agitator before we do. Head on up to the relay, and I'll meet you there.
Cool. And this is the point where we come to argue with the Brotherhood, as far as I can understand, right?
Son.
Take care of Dr. Fillmore, if you would. She's eager, but doesn't have much experience above ground. Take care of Dr. Fillmore, if you would.
Apparently we are not talking
But doesn't have much experience
about your cancer, are we?
Good to see you.
Before we do anything reckless, let's save our progress properly.
Doctor.
You again. What do you want now? You're obviously here for a reason, and you've already spoiled my experiment, so you might as well spit it out.
I've been sent by the Brotherhood of Steel to find you.
You don't beat around the bush, I'll give you that. I knew it was just a matter of time before your people would track me down. I've been looking over my shoulder for almost a decade, waiting for them to send someone like you to kill me.
Why would we want you dead?
I did some pretty sensitive work for the Brotherhood of Steel. Even though Lyons let me go, there were a few others in the ranks that thought I knew too much. That's why I came to the Institute. It was the only place that I thought I'd be out of the Brotherhood's reach and still be able to do my research. Since Father trusts you, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. I might not agree with everything he says, but I know he'd never allow harm to come my way. Say what you came here to say, and then leave me alone.
Are you happy here?
You'd think being surrounded by cutting-edge laboratory equipment and some of the greatest minds the world's ever known would be enough. Only problem is the lack of transparency. I don't think we get the full story on everything that occurs down here. What does that have to do with why we're talking?
The Brotherhood needs your help, Doctor.
Needs my help. Why? They seemed to have everything under control when I left.
Did you abandon any projects you wanted to complete?
You should know better than to ask me that. If they didn't tell you what I was working on, they didn't want you to know. I'm certainly not going to put my neck on the line and spread their dirty little secrets. Tell me something. Why would I possibly want to come crawling back to the Brotherhood? What reason would I have to throw away everything I've accomplished here?
Father trusts me, and so should you.
He trusts you because you're family. I'm not. I can't just take your word for it. I need more than that.
Oops.
The Brotherhood has always been straight with you.
I am getting a bit tired of all the secrets around here. Sometimes I feel like Father isn't being straight with me. Like there are things I'm not supposed to know about. I don't like that. But still, how can I turn my back on all of this?
Your work could be instrumental in freeing the Commonwealth.
You really know how to push my buttons, don't you? You know, I never understood why the Institute was so damn selfish. All those innocent people up there, dying. And here I am surrounded by technology that could make their lives better. Yet we hide down here and insulate ourselves from everything and everyone. It's not right. It's not right. I'll make my way back to the Brotherhood. But I'm going to have to do it on my own. I can't take any chances being seen with you. Tell whoever sent you that they've just regained the services of Dr. Madison Lee.
Now that is, as I said, interesting. Because, well, you know, we are likely to arrange a big beef with the Brotherhood. So maybe it's not the wisest solution right now. No, this one. I would also like to find my room. Let's try to find my room A. So we have Bioscience over here, and I doubt that it was any of those. Okay. Let's move a little bit faster though. We have robotics here. But that does not look right.
Have you seen J522 around? He didn't show up for duty today, and I can't seem to find him.
Did you check robotics? He was probably scheduled for routine maintenance. I wouldn't worry about it.
I thought so too, but he wasn't in the log, and everyone I've asked hasn't seen him. He's never just missed his shift like that.
What are you saying?
I'm worried something might have happened to him. No one knows where he is. It's like he just disappeared. It doesn't feel right.
Shh. Keep your voice down. You know what happens if they hear you talking like this? They'll wipe you. I suggest you keep this to yourself.
But what if something's wrong? Look around. Courser patrols have doubled. Synths are being wiped more frequently. Something is going on.
I don't want to hear anymore. Do whatever you want. Just leave me out of it.
I wouldn't be here, not for your son.
Have synth retention here. But again, I do not recognize any of those rooms. Can it be that I'm just not going high enough? Because here looks some kind of a corridor. Okay, and that seems like my bed. Let's wait maybe 8 hours, maybe 14 until 6 p.m. you know. So this is kind of the second floor. If you enter between the synth retention and robotics.
Nice work bringing that rogue synth back.
I asked my friends if they'd take up arms for their freedom. I was surprised at the number of volunteers. Perhaps once the fighting begins, many others will join us. But we will fight and die very quickly unless we have weapons. A lot of them. Given the right materials, we can make our own crude but serviceable weapons. Unfortunately, we're missing a few critical ingredients.
What ingredients?
Gunpowder, laser focusing crystals, and a couple other things.
Couldn't we just steal some weapons?
All munitions are tightly guarded by the SRB. Even if we managed to take some, it would certainly be noticed. And surprise is essential to everything.
Fighting the Institute with crappy weapons is a horrible idea.
We outnumber the scientists many times over. We just need more than our fists. We've come up with a plan for the weapons. The Institute's always expanding. Excavation just completed on one of the sublevels. The mining equipment has been packed into crates and they haven't been moved yet. That equipment has everything we need. Thanks to Mr. Binet, the construction crew is populated solely by my friends. But they're under constant supervision. How do you feel about killing some guards?
Who's guarding them?
A good number of early model synths. Will that be a problem?
Nah.
I'll do it.
Thank you. After you eliminate the guards, we'll move the supplies and blow up the tunnels behind us. To the SRB, it will be a tragic construction accident that killed many synths. Rare, but not unheard of. And then, our dead friends can assemble the weapons we need. Good luck.
So, shall we go and stage a mining incident?
Leave now. Soon, this will all be under rubble. Remember Z1's plan, everyone. Grab everything we can use. The crates, especially. We have little time. It is best you go, for your sake.
Well, okay. Have fun over there.
From what I hear, that rogue synth at Libertalia was a real menace. Glad it's back where it belongs.
You have done your part, and we'll do ours. Weapon construction will begin immediately.
Have any problems?
There's been no alarm. My friends have all the time they need to get what they want, then cover their tracks.
Any news about Liam?
Liam's got his terminal working. When the time is right, we have someone who can operate it. I'll stall Liam as long as I can, but he's anxious to proceed with the old plan. You should avoid him if you can. If he had any idea what we're up to, I fear he'd report us.
This is a good start.
The greatest challenge remaining is keeping all of this secret from the SRB. So we're being very careful, which, unfortunately, takes time. For now,
Okay.
please continue working with Father. We can't afford for him to grow suspicious. When my people are ready, I will contact you.
Sure thing. And so we stand at the point where we are making Brotherhood unhappy, or we continue to work with the Institute, right? And that might lead us, potentially, to advance the Railroad faction quest. I'm always looking at the wrong direction. I will be making a little bit more saves here, because yes, see, relaying to mass fusion will make you a permanent enemy of the Brotherhood of Steel. Are you sure you want to proceed? Yeah. I was afraid that I will have to choose the faction that I'm going with. Back when we were constructing the back when we were constructing the interceptor.
Area sweep now. Target reacquired.
I like the gong sound. It's just like can you do something to protect yourself? I mean, look, it's not that difficult. Executive lab password and executive ID. Now we are talking.
No sign of the agitator. We'll have to search the rest of the building.
Oslow's office recording.
Calm down, Noel. You knew that this was coming. I don't understand why you're acting this way.
Don't tell me to calm down, Carl. When we started designing the Berillium Agitator, you said it would be for the benefit of mankind. Instead, I find out that you have been planning on turning it over to the military all along. You lied to me.
Don't give me that high and mighty attitude. Have you picked up a newspaper lately? There's a war going on out there, Doctor. And if our side's going to win, it needs all the help it can get.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. Since when did science start taking sides? What did they promise you, Carl? Money? Political favors? A goddamn medal?
That's enough. Like it or not, when the testing cycle is completed, I'm crating up the agitator and sending it off to Washington. Now, you have two choices. Either you can get back to work, or you can get the hell out of my building.
I'm not sure what's the position of Dr. Chandrich is. Like, is he suggesting to provide this technology to China, or does he suggest to withhold the information from United States, where he is physically located? Have some personal intramail from July the 30th. Okay. As per your instructions, the Berillium Agitator has been installed in our primary reactor on sublevel 01. I have also increased the security on all the key readers in the building, so you need your executive key card handy if you want to use any of the elevators. I'd like to go on official record that I am opposed to accelerating the project's schedule. I find it disturbing that current events, global unrest, hasn't had an effect on your decision. While I realize your recent contact with the US military may be making it difficult to follow a traditional course of action, I strongly urge you to reconsider. I know this is exactly why you left Poseidon, Carl. I thought. I've been monitoring the reactor for weeks now, and the Berillium Agitator is running at peak efficiency. In fact, I've only detected an EM spectrum decay of less than 0.000%. If you were hoping for a stable plasma reaction, it looks like you found it. Congratulations. Perhaps you and the military should open a bottle of champagne together. To Carl from Reisenbauer, HR coordinator. As of this morning, Dr. Noel Chandrich was escorted from the building and his contract with Mass Fusion has been terminated. His terminal's memory has been wiped and all of his research transferred to our mainframe. Dr. Chandrich has been made aware that any attempt to seek employment at a rival nuclear power company will result in a lawsuit. As per his contract, his pension and benefits are now frozen. If there is anything else you need from HR, please let me know. That's very cool when you work in a company and then your pension got frozen. That's very nice. 25th of September, company. All employees are invited to the 2077 holiday celebration. We'll be holding the festivities on the roof of our main headquarters this year, so you'll be able to dine with a loved one while overlooking our beautiful city. A full bar and live music will be on hand, as well as a special fireworks display at 10 p.m. Hope to see you there!
Allie.
Let's hope the Brotherhood hasn't beaten us to the Agitator.
I mean, it's still closed, right? I mean, I guess I could just jump in. Is that the route that we wanna take?
Going down.
See, that's my problem. I wanted to be inside.
Executive suite.
Thank you. That is much better.
Going down.
It's pretty nice up here.
Dr. Fillmore.
Let's hope the Brotherhood hasn't beaten us to the Agitator.
Only one way to find out.
It's an ambush!
Ah! Found no mercy! I'm hit! For honor and glory. No! Please. Take no prisoner. Damn it! Ah!
Taking damage!
Blow the conduit! Now!
What conduit?
Power to the elevators. It's clever. I'll give them that.
Ceasefire. No!
Not gonna make it.
6 fusion cells. It's kind of a lot. Product development terminal. Okay, it's June, 20th of June, to Hathaway from Chandridge. Kathy, I just wanted to let you know that your work on the agitator has been invaluable. The shielding has always been a problem, but the use of graphene in the alloy was a stroke of genius. I just wanted to let you know that I'll be recommending you for a promotion this year. Good work. 22nd of July. Kathy, would it be possible to get a full sheet of your composite alloy within the next week? Carl's pressuring me to get the Berillium Agitator online by the end of the month, or heads are going to roll. If you run into any problems, let me know. 29th. You are a miracle worker, Kathy. The graphene composite shielding was the last component holding us back from getting the agitator online. And you got it done in less than a week. I don't know how I could have done this without you. Another job well done. Keep this up and you'll be a development lead in no time. They have everywhere these small reactors. A small circuit breaker here. Small expert locked safe.
Dad.
That should do it. Elevator ought to have power again.
Was it optional? Why was it optional? I thought that's the grand idea. Or we had an opportunity to go on foot all this time. Because, you know, I'd rather not. What's behind that door? I mean, I don't want to unlock an expert safe, but an expert door. Yeah, I believe that's just your non-fancy way down. Where is the dog? No idea.
Going down.
All the way from the top to the very bottom.
Lobby.
Don't make me come find you.
I mean, that's totally up to you. Told you, it's completely up to you. Feel uncomfortable working with the institute. You know, there is still this picture when they're
There's
scientists, kinda
the
okay with
Not a bad piece of
my
work for
wife
its
being
time.
murdered. Prototype lab terminal. Let's see, is it first? No. But is it snake? It's closer. It's not stray. But maybe it's seals. Seals are also very cool. 30th of July. To Reactor team. Today we embark on a new frontier. Once the switch on the reactor is thrown and the Berillium Agitator cold starts the fusion reaction, the reality of clean power nuclear energy will be upon us all. As the research lead on the project, I'd like to thank you all for contributing to the cause. Good luck and Godspeed. 1st of August. From Thorpe to Wabash. But some different Wabash. Oh, to Wabash, Vincent and Collins. Tamash researches into his pouch and sprinkles his communing dust in a circle around himself. He closes his eyes and calls upon the knowledge of Diligasse. Sage of the ages, show me what my eyes can see. Ha. Ha. Some D&D. Attendant's terminal. Survive? Absolutely not.
I'm through.
But it is amounts. Assaultron, turret and security door. Cool. 30th of July. Yes, okay. So you shall be Shadow Fiend. No, I do not want to activate this guy. I do not want to activate turrets. I would like to unlock the door though. Did you just lock it actually? God damn it. Yeah, that would be just the toilet. Like, nothing interesting. But a complete hazmat suit, now that's useful. Little bit late to the game in my opinion, but better late than never, right? A lot of closed doors, which makes me think about an ambush here. I want to mine every possible door, if I'm being honest. Without any discrimination, just every single door. Couple of mines. I wear only 5 with me though. Hello there. Analyst's terminal. I would expect you to be a third participant in a D&D game. That should be yes. And what was your name? Oh, you seem to be our... Yes, you seem to be our game master.
Guess they weren't so good at mitigating radiation back in those days. Levels are almost off the charts. I'll monitor things from here.
That's why you need so much Redex around here, right?
Now cycling airlock. Please wait.
Sure.
Initiating decontamination sequence.
Thank you.
Decontamination complete. You may proceed.
Oh, it feels like I'm crawling.
The agitator. It should be in a port at the top of the reactor.
But what actually happens is I just removed all pieces of clothing that give me bonuses to my speed. Is that really how I used to move around? That is outrageously slow. Well, I assume nobody is here behind the glass, so... This is exactly how scientists, how sci-fi people imagine reactors, you know, like, okay, truth be told, it is a prototype reactor and all, but like, a big room with some catwalks here and there around, some naked laser that you can walk with your eye, radiation pouring everywhere. No, that's not how it's gonna happen. You will have this wall, probably completely solid lead or something else. Here everything filled with pipes and everything without any free space, because humans should never be allowed that close. And just, yeah, a bunch of equipment over there, and that's it. Most likely. Yeah, you still need to somehow observe it. So on the Soviet reactors, they were just like, floor was basically a lid on top of the, well, a kind of lid. You saw the individual rods that might go inside the active zone. So that's pretty bare bones and cool, I guess. But we know in case with Chernobyl how that turned out. Yo, I love the little animations. I simply cannot. They're so cool.
Security alert in the reactor chamber. Emergency lockdown initiated.
Can you please let me out? Okay, that might be easier.
Please wait.
Really? So you have a security lockdown and you will let me just leave through the airlock? Oh my. This is shameful. Why is this door open? Okay, I see now why. Facially. No.
Sweet.
Security intramail. Please inform your security officers that Dr. Noel Chandro is no longer welcome on Mass Fusion property. If he's seen within 100 yards of the building, please inform me immediately. God damn it. I should have done it earlier, right?
Attention, citizens.
You may now resume your normal activities.
Facilities terminal. From Niles to Greg. I don't know what to do, Debbie. I had Jenny from Mainframe Control up on 3 in here, and she was crying on my shoulder about that guy Victor and records. He keeps asking her to adopt his stupid puppy and won't leave her alone about it. What do you think I should tell her? Maybe I should talk to Victor and adopt the darn thing myself? Let me know. Eh. Are you also active for some reason?
Our intruder. Identify yourself.
Oh, you're legendary, by the way. Gosh darn you.
Please wait. Decontamination complete. Please wait. Decontamination complete.
Allie.
Normally I wouldn't advise sticking your hands into strange fusion reactors, but I suppose this is the exception.
Okay, I did miss quite a lot of terminals, right? Okay. Oh, and you were Gandhar. Yeah, okay, so you... So, yeah, there were 4 of them. Christ almighty.
Detected.
I don't know why I went this way, by the way. Just no idea. You going out?
Dr. Fillmore.
This wasn't really what I planned on doing today.
I mean, if you say so.
These guys just don't know when they're beaten, do they? I'll help the Synth buy some time. Make sure you get back to the Institute with the Agitator.
This is not exactly a sword to operate it like this, but okay.
Taking fire.
Not like this. No.
We need reinforcements.
I know you are out there.
Hostiles in sight.
Sensor critically. Hello? Must be terminated.
Taking damage!
Occurrence.
At Victoria.
I do not enjoy
Dr.
what I
Fillmore.
did here.
Well, all we need to do now is get out in one piece.
No, we still have some gunners lying around. Okie dokie. Yeah, it's kind of funny that I need to go to the financial district for the single reason to open the map and to relay myself back to the institute.
Ambush. Defensive protocols engaged.
I have no idea who's there. Muzzle brakes and compensators help reduce the recoil on automatic weapons.
Good evening.
Good evening to you. This is where Dr. Lee is working, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe where she was working?
We don't usually welcome outsiders. I hope you can appreciate your good fortune.
Dr. Fillmore.
I think that was enough excitement for, well, ever. Thank you, really. Couldn't have managed it without you. I'll make sure the agitator gets where it needs to go. I understand Father is anxious to get you involved in something else. You'd better not keep him waiting.
Allie.
So, what can I do for the future director of the Institute?
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Goodbye, then.
Goodbye then. Such a polite cough.
I apologize
Screw
for any
yourself.
disruptions that my work might cause you.
Now, what is it that the father might want from me?
Sounds like those raiders at Libertalia were quite a handful.
Nice work bringing that rogue synth back.
I see. You're sticking to the regimen we agreed upon?
Yes, Doctor. I'm taking all my little pills.
Mm-hmm. And you've been getting extra rest?
Are there many more of these questions?
Interesting. Any additional pain or tenderness?
Not that I've noticed. I feel quite well.
I see. How's your energy level? Feeling any fatigue?
No more than I'd expect from a man of my age.
Mm-hmm. You're sticking to the regimen we agreed upon?
Yes, Doctor. I'm taking all my little pills.
I see. And you've been getting extra rest?
Are there many more of these questions?
Mm-hmm. Any additional pain or tenderness?
Not that I've noticed, no. I feel quite well.
I see. How's your energy level? Feeling any fatigue?
No more than I'd expect from a man of my age.
Okay.
Yes, thank you, Doctor. I think that will be...
You're not talking.
I need medical attention.
Let's see what's wrong with you. Take good care of yourself, and you won't have to see too much of me. Now, hold still, please.
Huh? Not exactly how I envisioned this dialogue, but okay.
All done. There's a stock of medical supplies over in requisitions, if you need more.
Now we have some house divided. Let's go attend to this first. I was following the wrong marker. I believe it can happen.
For goodness sake, be reasonable. I know you can hear me, now open this door. What's the use?
What's going on?
Dr. Higgs and Dr. Loken have decided to protest your appointment as father's successor. They've taken control of the Bioscience security systems and cut off our food supply.
Have they made any demands?
Not yet, but I expect they'll demand that you renounce all ties to the Institute.
Maybe I can reason with them.
I believe I can help with that. I can unlock the maintenance tunnel that leads to the Bioscience observation room. From there, you should be able to communicate with Higgs and Logan. If you can't reason with them, you can use this holotape to access the command functions on the observation room terminal. That should give you some options. Just please, try to talk to them first. Use violence only as a last resort.
Sure thing.
Here we are. Just give me a moment.
It was not locked
There,
previously,
it's
by the way.
unlocked.
Hostile by order of the Institute. Critical failure.
I did not expect them to actually fight me. But okay, we can play this game. Sure thing. I'm like, why I am so slow? Well, because I'm unprepared for my fight. Okay, let's try to do something else, eh? No, I accessed the FEV lab. Darn it. This one is also filled with these turrets, right? I did not want this to happen.
Aha! I thought I heard something. Made it past the guards, hmm? Impressive. If you've come to change our minds, then you're wasting your time.
Am I?
Can we talk about this?
Father chose not to talk to the Directorate before anointing you his successor. So how about I follow his fine example?
Father believes in me. The least you can do is give me a chance.
How could you hope to lead us when you hardly know anything about what we do? I'm sure you mean well, but you must see that it's an impossible task.
I'm under no illusion that this will be easy.
Your determination is admirable, if misguided. The truth is simply this. You have no idea what it means to be the director of the Institute.
Can't you at least give me a chance?
A chance? What do you think, Max?
Even the most fastidious researcher must sometimes take a leap of faith. I say let's give it a try.
Very well, then. Open the door, and let's return to the fold.
Synth, abort command override and resume normal functions.
Are you gonna unlock this door?
Only opens with a key.
Where is the observation room? Terminal. Well, not one of those, I can tell you that. Oh, now it's open. You're not gonna attack me. No, you're not. Mr. Newton Oberly was somewhere else.
You have a lot to learn if you're really going to be the next director of the Institute.
Well, I will also walk through the doors first.
I honestly thought Dr. Lee or Dr. Holdren would be appointed to succeed Father.
Bravo! I admit I was fearing for the worst, but I can see that I underestimated you.
What do you mean you feared the worst?
I just didn't want to see anyone get hurt. There is one further matter to discuss. Obviously, some kind of disciplinary action must be taken here. The question of what form it takes is up to you.
Put them on probation. Limit their access to quarters and non-working areas.
That's more than fair. I'll see to it that everyone's notified. I'll take that holotape back. I also wanted to offer you something as a more personal expression of gratitude. I know that your work often takes you to the surface where supplies are scarce. I gathered these items together for you. I think you'll find them useful.
Not really, I'm not a junk addict. I'm not a junkie. Wow, that light was really killing my performance. I wonder why. Anyway, I think this was it for this episode. In the following one, we will face the father and we shall see what's our next task. And we shall be going from there. For now, thank you for staying with me. I hope you enjoy my company and my gameplay. If that is the case, leave me a like and subscribe to the channel, or otherwise let me know down in the comments what I can improve for you. I hope to see you next time. Have a nice day out there, and bye!